You all have been focusing on that operator, that user, that benefit seeker for quite some time now. What can we expect 3 years from now? What's it going to look like?
Well, first, I agree with all the things my fellow panelists have said. I think that those are all really great points. It's hard to predict the future, but I can tell you what USCIS is focused on, primarily to solve problems, what we see, the problems we're faced with today and the ones we perceive coming at us for the next few years. I really do see the rise of quantum computing to be a significant game changer. Not just, there's been a lot of talk about it from the security perspective about it, how it can crack encryption and all these things, but I also see the value add that it has with dealing with vast quantities of data. And immigration is a vast quantity of data. We are already looking to quantum technologies, and how we can leverage that and where we're going to go with that technology. It really does offer us a better way of doing business, a faster way of doing business, and it's going to be able to allow us to do things that we currently are kind of restrained by, just given the data lakes that we deal with. I think if I'm also looking, obviously, edge computing has been mentioned several times. For USCIS, that's even more so. The vast majority of the world lives in rural areas, and a good number of those people, we don't service the American people as much as we service the world because of the nature of our mission. And so we have to really think about that, and how do we take the services and the access that we need to provide these people as part of our mission set and get it into their hands, literally. So that edge computing, the ability to leverage and get the computing into their hands and getting it closer to them, is going to be really critical. If I'm putting my CISO hat back on, I see secure access service edge being a really critical component. Talked a little bit about security in this conversation today, but I've tried to not just talk about my day job. So, but it is for us now a very critical piece for how we deliver services and how we go approach problem setting, especially on the IT security side. And the final thing I'm going to bring up, and I think that it's been talked about a little bit, but again, it goes back to the 16 million or so people that we service every month. We need to make sure we start getting them access so they don't have to route all the way back to, a central location in Northern Virginia. We need to get cloud regions pushed out. And so we're leveraging things more closely to our end users. It's something we're exploring now. It solves a number of problems, not just the data access thing from a cyber resilience piece. It is really, really where we need to be. Very difficult to do. I'm going to be honest about that. But it is something that we're focused on. I know that it's going to be part of our future.